Put your head on my.
We on this Coffee First podcast, and Soul to Summit Hospitality. There's a big team, big family. So we have Rachel on here, and she brought a special guest, Daz, on here, who I heard be getting down in the community. I love it. That's dope. That's dope. So give a warm welcome. Let me get this camera going. Bow right there. That's Daz. That's Rachel. If I got the applause right here, then I would. But I still
Daz, ow!
One of these is the applause, and I tap it every time, and it doesn't work.
I think you should just tap a bunch of them right now and see what happens.
Why don't you go haywire?
Yeah, just go haywire. Like maybe you get a beat going.
Nope.
No beat.
No beat. I wish I could beatbox.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I could till I was like, I don't know, 10.
Oh my god. There was this one dude that could beatbox in my school.
Uh-huh.
And I started freestyling just because he was beatboxing. And he'd be like, rap. And I'd be like, all right, cool. And I'd rap. And then he'd beatbox. And I'd be like, hey.
You should have made some albums.
Yeah. Right? Oh my gosh. He went to jail though.
That doesn't stop people.
His story didn't end the same as I did.
Yeah.
Mine's is, his story. He was a drug dealer. So
we all got our journeys, right? We all got our journeys.
Right.
It comes back around. So,
right. So bet. First, I know you have a show today, but first I want to get you to shout out who you are, what you do, where we could find you.
My name is Dazzle Daniels, aka the Hood Nerd Extraordinaire. I'm a success strategist, digital asset investor, and I'm a builder and creator.
Bet.
A builder and creator. Just let me say that. Like, Daz is amazing. Every time I ask something, I'm like, I get the answers, and then I'm like, okay, what do I do?
A builder and creator. Yeah. Which one started first?
Just wait.
What started first? Because you said you.
Probably the creation part. Like, I have a very active imagination, but my imagination is attached to execution. So if I see it, I'm gonna build it and actually create it. I'm like not a hypothetical person. So like from the time I was little, I just like making money. The art of it, the different ways behind it. I guess you could say it's like my vice maybe. Since I could count, I've been an entrepreneur since I could count. So they taught me how to count with money, and I was like, well, can I get some more of that? There's a rat.
Hey, I like that right there. Hold up, let me get some more. Hold up. I feel that hustler at the young age. I like that. That's dope. Are you from out here?
Yeah, I'm from out here, born and raised. I've been out here all my life. I just kind of, I kind of appear everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
What part?
So I grew up in like East Denver, but I lived all over. Well, not all over. I just really live on East Denver and the West Side for the most part. But yeah.
That's dope. All right, that's a rural area.
No, like Northeast Denver, like just kind of like where we are here.
Okay.
My great grandmother owned like a lot of property on Franklin, so she owned a few houses and a lot over there. And that's where I lived for a while till I was like 8. Yeah.
Okay.
So do you think that some of your entrepreneurial tendencies come from her, from your family?
Oh, definitely. I definitely inherited on both sides. Like my great grandmother, she had a vacuum repair shop, and then my dad's mom, my grandmother, she had 14 kids. So what job is about to pay for 14 kids? Yeah. Like that lady, like salute. Like I would not be how I am without her.
Yeah, that's
Dang,
amazing.
That's dope. That's cool. All right, so I'm gonna get this out the way. This is the main question I ask everybody on here. All right, what's your morning routine?
My morning routine is I wake up and I breathe, and then I put my feet in the dirt. I wake up, drink some water, put my feet in the dirt, and go from there. I got to ground. I noticed that not grounding and starting my day does not work out so well for me, so I got a little garden area in my backyard. I got to put my feet in the dirt.
I like that. That's dope. I like that. See, I think that's like hitting the sun, going out. I do a wake and bake, and I go and let the sun hit my skin, wake and bake outside.
Yeah.
Like, except if it's snowing, I ain't doing that. I ain't open the window. It's gonna I'm a wake and bake right there inside.
Yeah, that's what I be looking like. Yeah, no, I be looking for like the little melted patch, and I'm like, yeah.
But
not
this
today.
winter, I've been having a lot of sun wake and bakes, which is weird. But hey, I'll take it right now.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like that snow's still gonna come.
Oh, it will.
Oh yeah,
It will.
this the warm before the storm
Oh,
starts.
yeah.
Whenever it does storm, it's like,
Oh yeah.
pretty.
Oh yeah.
I keep saying, if you know, you know, right? If you're from Colorado, you know.
You
this
know.
means we're gonna get pummeled.
Mhm. Spring gonna be a little late this year. It's gonna be a little late. We still
Yep.
gonna get the snow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do my walkie-talkie work? Do I got some batteries from a little tap light?
It's coming. I do like that though, like the whole connection thing. Like I think it's important to really
Get
get your
rooted.
mind right and
Mhm.
and connect, especially to the earth and to where we are physically, our physical being.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
And then
true.
too, like a lot, like we're like just the current times that we're in. It's always like the hustle and bustle. Like
Yes.
it's not a lot of time that we get to just be
Mhm.
and be in the quiet. And then like we always got to be like all this overstimulation. So like
Yes.
even just sitting, like I said, with self or just in silence, like that is just rare because it's always noise and action. So I like to start not doing anything so I could do everything, if that makes sense.
I love it.
Bet,
I love
bet.
that.
So
Put your head on my
So,
Oh.
tell me a little bit about your business. About
Gotta go, which one?
I know. All right, because I know you have the promoting business. Because I looked down your page and seen all the shows that you promote, all the different events that you are involved in, and also you were involved in this family with the Soul to Summit Hospitality, and so you do a lot.
Yeah.
What's the main business that
We're
you
gonna
do?
we're gonna have
What
Dazz
do
on
you
a
mainly
lot.
focus on?
Yeah.
My main, I guess, thing that I do is I turn ideas into assets. That's what I do. With the promoting, it's more so it's a speakeasy space that I was inspired. So little precursor. I was alcoholic for over 20 years. Like I drank every day for over 20 years. I quit drinking when I was 30. So I'm 9 years sober now. But
Hey,
I wanted to be able to share that experience, right? But still be able to create an environment where it's just not like you can still have fun. You can step outside yourself. You can let your hair down and not wake up with any regret. And that's kind of what birthed the enhanced elevated experience. Is showing people that there are all kind of natural ways to have a euphoric feeling that, like I said, it's not hard on your body. It's actually beneficial for your body. And you don't wake up with regret. I was like a hellion. Every time I drank, it was somebody was mad at me or I needed bond money or I had to wait for the timeout and detox. Like it was horrible. And then when I was like I tried to stop a few times or whatever, but I would like go out, but there would be liquor everywhere, or there wouldn't be an alternative except for just cranberry juice and orange juice, little mocktail. Like I said, life be life, and like we're in the hustle and bustle. So how do you step away from that? And then I learned about kava, right, which is like as an alcohol replacement. It still can make you relax, take the edge off of life. It alkalines your body. It helps with do so many things. Like that's just a different rabbit hole to go down.
Mhm.
But it was an alcohol replacement. I have dealt with like a lot of pain and different things like that. So I was introduced to kratom, right? Kratom is like and it's like has a lot of hard time, like as far as different counties and different things like that, because it's actually one of the strongest things that can actually help somebody get off of heroin.
Huh.
Like, so it is able to help people get off of heroin, meth, and like really hard drugs. And again, it's something natural that if you are, you need to relax, you need to unwind. It's not gonna, make all your teeth fall out, not gonna have you doing something strange for some change, it's going to feed your body.
That's dope.
Just
That's
everything that I've been through in life. There was one point in time where I was on 22 different medications, most of them just to keep me from punching on people. I had a little anger or whatever. All these little labels that they tried, but again, I ended up going back to the natural solution, and I started microdosing and just seen that like a lot of stuff it was able to help with what they call quote unquote chemical imbalances or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I don't have to take all these. I can just, that weigh out my options. And plus, like, the side effects. So I haven't actually taken man-made medication since 2009. I actually died and had to be resuscitated, aspirated into my right lung from medication interactions stopping my heart.
So you're here for a purpose. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. With that being said, I'm like, okay, you know what? My body suffered many years of it's still repairing, you know, from that damage of being on all that different stuff, but still needing to be able to, like I said, level that out, balance it out a more natural way. My mind is always racing, right? So I definitely have to make sure that I smoke. And I wanted to create an environment that all of those solutions could be in one place in a happy way. And that's what Enhanced Elevated Experiences is. It's like a club bar scene, but you can experience all of those things in different mocktails.
Enhanced Elevated Experiences.
Yep.
Okay.
I call it getting hippie wasted.
I like what you said. That's very inspiring because me, myself, I'm going through my whole my own battle with doing alcohol and stopping it and everything. But I haven't went 9 years. That's inspiring. I ain't gonna cap. Let's go.
And I will say, like, one thing that I didn't understand, because I used to smoke like tobacco too. I don't smoke tobacco. I'm like 7 years tobacco. But you can't quit anything. You need to replace it. And then that's why I was like, well, okay. So I like drinking, and I have like an oral fixation anyway. So I just place it. Okay, I smoke weed. I drink kava instead of alcohol. I'm still have the same activities. It's just I found a better way to do it. It's not what you do. It's how you do it.
Yeah.
I love that mindset. Yeah,
that's what I've been figuring out.
Yeah, because I mean, like, especially with us older peeps, we grew up with the whole idea that you gotta get rid of something. You gotta lose something in order to get past those things. And I love that, like, getting away from that not enough mindset.
Yeah, that's dope. Like, for real, I've been thinking about like switching to kava and kratom just because of that reason. It helps with the stopping of alcohol. It helps you stop drinking and stuff.
Now, let me give this. All kava and kratom is not created equal. It actually does not taste well. Like, my mama, she drink it straight up. She don't care. My auntie kind of teases. She says it's called mud water because, straight up kava, it does not taste well. And then when something doesn't, I don't know, because this is what I don't get. Like, when people actually taste like straight up kava or kratom, or even shrooms, because like those got
I'll do some shrooms too.
Yeah. So everything, none of it tastes good. But then this is also instance, like, we drink alcohol. Well, I don't drink alcohol anymore, but when we were drinking alcohol, it doesn't taste good either. Right? It doesn't taste good either.
Like, when you're drinking, you're sitting there making this face. You're like, over here coughing and stuff, and you're like still gonna be like, fuck it, another shot.
Exactly. So, but that Enhanced Elevated Experiences, it tastes good. It tastes good. We have some of the best tasting kratom ever. Like, it's freaking awesome. So we have different kratom aids. The taste, the Kavaritas, awesome. We have shroom brew, shroom shots. And so you don't have to, it's like you get the bar club experience, but these are all in different drinks that you get to experience. That's cool. Then we even have our little 420 Kool-Aid. So it's a good variety. Every herb has a drink.
That's cool. So you got flavors for them and everything. It tastes like a cocktail instead of like, all right. Shoot, you got a website?
Put your head on my...
Ooh, you got a website?
Yeah, enhancedelevatedexperiences.com. And if you just want to know what I do, then it's what Dazz Do .club. If you go there, you'll see that's basically my link tree, and you'll see all the things that I do.
That's your website? Mm-hmm. WhatDazzDo.com?
Yeah, I build websites, I build apps, I build systems out for people.
You just keep going with what you're doing. Go ahead.
And I teach. So, like, all the stuff that I do, I definitely want to teach. Exposure's everything. You don't know what you don't know, and that's definitely what saved my life. What put me in the position is that I was exposed to different things, and I always always want to give that back. One thing that I'm big on is like, okay, you're making the money, you know, but you got to know how to manage the money as well. So I teach financial literacy classes. And if you have Medicaid, those classes are free. And once you complete my 8-week course, then you get a free laptop. You can go to winnerstribinetwork.com to apply for that if anybody is interested in that.
Are you just based out here?
No, I mean, I have clients and students all over the world.
That's cool.
So I have my own online community. Like, I created a little app called the Winners Tribe app. You can go to www.thewinnerstribe.com. And you actually, everything that we've talked about, from the enhanced elevated experience, financial literacy, everything, building websites, everything that I do is encompassed in this one app. It was the easiest way to clone myself and be able to disseminate all my information in a organized, non-chaotic manner. So it's like a knowledge base of my brain, really. But yeah, it's an app and it's a community that, you know, it's people from all over the world that we're just looking to have one common goal.
So you've been seeing different struggles in each community as you go.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the struggle out here in Denver is?
I think it's definitely its mindset and lack of unity. That's really what it is.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. I think so.
I think the basic of everything is mindset, and we basically been conditioned to live in a world that doesn't exist, right? And now we've been put on a whole new playing field, and we really haven't redefined the rules yet because we're still playing by the old rules. So it's time to like sit and know that it's time to do things a little differently, and definitely more community. Like when I was younger, like it was like amazing. Like, you know, they talk about like being from Denver and everybody knows everybody, but it was a different sense of community, you know, like somebody else's mama might whoop you.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for real. I was in school. When I was in school, there was this one dude. I went to Wyatt Edison, and there was this one dude. He was like, all right, he was known in that school as like more so like somebody who could be strict on your kid, but that school would give him permission. They had a different slip for him. So if your kid was acting bad in his program, he could go ahead and whoop your kid. And there was actually parents like,
yep,
go ahead, whoop him. Yep. And I was sitting there like, oh, and I looked at my mom. I was like, she was like, nah, you better call me. And I was like, nah, just whoop me. I don't want her to come up here. No, like, just get me. Don't call her. You can keep it on the down low. I don't need to.
Yeah. But I mean, that's really like what has changed. Like we had a better sense of community. Now I don't know what was the catalyst that kind of like broke everybody apart and dispersed. But that's definitely like what I see that
I think COVID had a big deal to do with it.
Yeah, it did.
It caused a lot of separation.
A lot of isolation.
I think it was already in play though, right? Like we were starting to lose that even before that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because I know growing up too,
that's
you
true.
know, and just being like, I think a generation ahead of you guys, like we had that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But we were starting to lose it. Like by the time my kids came around, like, you know, it was not the same, you know.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
Finding that. But you're right. It's that community, that sense of community. My dad always used to say, like, you're only as strong as your weakest link in your community. Like not just your people, but like the people in and around you. Like you're only as strong as your weakest link. So you got to start there.
And it's more like, it's too individualistic now. Like it's just self. It's not us, we, ours. Yes. And that's kind of like, like to that empathy is not there. Like if you only care about your struggle, you can't relate to anybody else's.
What I love about that too is the idea that you know, that there's enough out there in the world. Like we create our own reality anyway, right? So this whole idea that like I don't have enough time or energy for you is what's really put us, you know, kind of behind and being able to move forward. And once we start learning that like there's enough time and energy for everybody.
I think that's why this has helped me, because I get to understand other people's struggle and them, you know what I mean? And then it helps me deal with what I got going on, because
you're not alone.
I realize that you ain't the only one, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't the only one, bro.
And then I'd be like, you know what? I'll keep my problems because I don't want yours. You know, these are just fine. These are just fine for me.
You know what?
I don't want them.
I ain't got nothing to complain about no more. You know? I'm good.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but there's a lot of shame sometimes in like, why can't I get this done? You know, why can't I get it together? And like having that connection is good, because it's like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I'm human. I forgot. Like, I'm human. It's fine. It's fine.
So how do you keep it
Rome
human?
wasn't built in a day.
Right. Exactly.
How do you
And you
keep
can't
it
build
human
both of them.
dealing with all these people? Because you deal with vendors, you deal with other artists, you deal with other attitudes, you deal with other egos.
It is.
How you keep it together? Because I know weed just don't help. I tried it.
I'm like, cool. But
I'm
it
still
is
liable
definitely
to
a
crash
big
out with
help.
weed.
It
I
is
can't.
definitely a big help. Because without it, I might be a little bit more high strung. But it does take some. It's a learning process, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually not a people person. I understand different journeys, right? I can understand different pathways. And I feel like a lot of my life experiences weren't for me. They were helping me to be able to be more relatable and have empathy for others. So I take that into consideration. Again, like I said, exposure is everything. You don't know what you don't know. So we're not all raised the same. You know what I'm saying? You're going to come from a different place. You know, our mindsets are going to be different. We're snowflakes. So I have to take that into account. With dealing with so many people, and then like especially like being like a coach and a mentor, it is like sometimes it's hard because you see the best in somebody, you see what they're capable of, and they won't do nothing. Like, oh my god, like pick up the pen, post the post, like put out the flyer, like really. So you're just go ooh ah. So that like has been something I'm still working with, getting around letting people wake up at their own timing and you know, take their journey at their own pace. But I'm like, come on, hurry up, come on, it ain't that fast. But
come on,
it's really just understanding that we all start different places and it's going to be different for everybody. There's no one size fits all solution to life, period. And I think that's where like just society, like where a lot of things are coming into play is that we're trying to make everything one size fits all, like too much trend chasing versus unique individualism, because you have to tailor this thing called life to yourself and yourself only, because what's going to work for me ain't going to work for you. What's going to work for me is not going to work for you. But we're trying to work with what they say is going to work. But that's
the biggest
not,
trend right there. Once you do that, the other people just follow and like they see you making your life work for you, and then they like, oh, let me see what you doing.
Yeah,
that's like
true.
That's the biggest trend right there. Instead of trying to do what you see that next guy do and be like, oh man, that worked, I could do it too. Let's do it. And then it doesn't work, and you're like, why did it not work for me?
Yeah, no, because you got to customize it to your journey. And I like that's even with like, you know, the club and getting it off ground. Like it's something new. It's not trending. Everywhere you go is alcohol, 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 alcohol. It's like nobody can have a good time without alcohol. So when you're bringing, you know, a different experience, people are like, oh, I don't know. They didn't say we could do that. Like that's how it almost is. But once people actually step foot in the door, and that's why it's called enhanced elevated experience. You can't just go off a hearsay. You have to experience it for yourself, and once they come through the door, they know it's a vibe. But
I was watching Love, Death and Robots. Have you seen that?
I actually have.
Have you seen the one where they found that dead body on the beach, and then they waited until that one guy went up there, and then all of them started swarming?
Yeah, I have seen that one. Yeah,
I think
a good analogy.
I think that's that's what I thought about when you were explaining that. I was like, yeah, because you know they see one person doing it, like, can we do this? And then one person does it, and they're like, oh yeah, we can do it. Okay, yeah. It's like you can have a good time without alcohol. You just
and somebody got to be the light. Like you got to be the ruler measure. Like I get that. Like I talk to like a lot of the students I work with and stuff, and they're like, we just want to see if you do it first, and then that's gonna help our belief. I'm like, wait, what? We could do it together, but somebody got to go first. And I don't have any problem with being the guinea pig, for real. I test it out for everybody. I test it out. I'll let you know how it goes.
You ain't no guinea pig. You just a leader. That's all it is.
I test it out.
He's a leader right there. Like, because you ain't the guinea pig. They want leadership through it. They probably don't know. It's like they don't know that a flashlight will work unless they see somebody shine the flashlight into that dark and walk into it, and they'll be like, "Oh,
or what's in the dark, right?
I can go in there."
Gotta shine the light in there.
Yeah. People are grouped into leaders and followers for a reason. I mean, you got to be a leader. You know, people will follow.
Right? Yeah, you know? like I always think of that because you know in our group, you know, in the Soul Summit group, like you and you and Chef Smith are a lot alike that way, like you're visionaries.
Yeah.
You know,
that's dope.
and so I can see where it gets frustrating because you're like, come on guys, like I see how this works out, I see how it lays out, let's just do it. And you know, there's other peeps, you know, like I think I'm an executioner, so like taking it and doing the steps, and then you've got the people who are, you know, just other places, and then you've got to take into account everybody's trauma, right? Like everybody's trauma is different. Like,
That's
you
true.
know,
And you know, hear
That's
me,
true.
I be trying to speed people through. Just go on and take about an eighth of shrooms so we can get this out the way. Just go and have this little ego death so we can rebuild you right. Let's just come on, let's get through it. Let's get through it. I ain't know yet.
Oh my god.
Like, come on, let's
Go ahead and take this. Hold up. Now let's get you right real quick.
let's rebuild that. Let's throw all that away.
I mean, sometimes you gotta look yourself in the mirror, see the old you, and be comfortable with throwing that side away to get something new out of yourself. So
Yeah. But we gotta be
shrooms-
comfortable. Like, you don't want to be 18-year-old you. You don't want to have 18-year-old's mind, your 18-year-old mindset. And I don't think like we really put that correlation like as we're today. Like, we're gonna have to keep evolving because you're gonna be a more advanced version of yourself every day. Now, whether you want to totally apply that or not, that's up to each individual. But we just, it's gonna be an ever evolution, in that is gonna have to know us to continue to evolve.
Since you said that,
Put your head on my
I'm about to ask you my brand is new effort every day. All right, that's my slogan. That's what I do. New effort every day. What's your new effort every day?
I try to learn something new.
Oh, all right.
Learn something
I like that.
new. And one thing is I
like
make sure
that.
to be grateful. Like that, like you asked about my morning routine, but my night routine is more my favorite one, because before I go to sleep, I make sure that I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. This really does help. Like, I have a whole subconscious reprogramming hack, and that before you go to sleep and when you first wake up, or like that's when your subconscious is like the most formidable. But just even like being like an overachiever and you're always going, like you stop and you don't even realize what you've already accomplished. Like, it's like, dang, or you're trying to get to the next goal and it's like, well, dang, am I grateful for this? Let's show some acknowledgments for this so that more things can come. And it just helps as far as like mental health as well. Like, it's not so bad when you just sit down and you break down, you could pull out 10 things that you're actually grateful for. So that's one thing, is expressing gratitude even when the situation feels uncomfortable, because sometimes the packaging is just ugly, but that could be a detour from a car accident, detour from all kind of different things. So I try to like look at like things like that.
That's a great thing too, because then
dope.
you're focusing on the positive even in moments when it's hard, right? And I can imagine that manifests, like that starts to build and manifest. So
Focusing on the positive even when it's hard. That shit's hard. I ain't gonna cap. Like,
I'm like, let me just write it down. And I'm like, I got all 10 in the toes. Okay, I got all 10 in the toes. I can think clear. I can breathe all the way. One leg of the way, they go out. Okay, let's start there. You know what I'm saying? I got some food in them cabinets. All right, let's start there.
I do it differently with like the morning. So like how you write every night, I'll try to write every morning when I wake up. That's I read this book. It's called The Artist Way. I shout it out all the time because I feel like that book saved my creativity and me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And basically, it's like saying like, if you want to release, go ahead and write. Like first thing in the morning, it gave exercises. It said write a page or two about what you're thankful for, or what you want to improve on, or what you plans, anything. Or you could, if you're like for poets and stuff, it'll say write a verse, write a song. You know, ongoing song. So I started doing that, and helped mentally, and it also helped creatively, because now it's easier to write songs and poetry and stuff. I'll be killing it.
Exercising that muscle. Exercise that muscle.
But also keeps me on trail too. Like you said, like giving you that space to just write it down, see it visually, and then you take time to write it out, because you got to think about it, got to go through the whole nerves and everything. You got to manifest it in your head. You got to believe what you write.
Without writing. We're so spoiled by these devices. It's like you still have to physically write.
It's easy to type it, but when you write it hits something differently.
Yeah.
It feels different.
It's a little step closer to being there if you write it down first.
So what's your vision on what you're building for this community? What's your vision?
It's definitely paradigm shift as far as exposing to possibility.
Okay.
I tell people, you're not going to have any idea come in your head unless the tools, the nuts and bolts, all that to accomplish it is going to follow behind it. It's just you got to believe that it's possible, you know. As far as like when people are like, oh, that was my idea. Da, da, da. No, the idea came to you first. You didn't want to birth the idea, so it had to go to somebody else to be born. And that's really that, because nobody's reinventing the wheel. You know, we're just all putting our shine on it. So I want to make sure that, you know, people are able to turn their gifts, right, and turn their passions into profit, not doing something that they want to do because it's what they have to do for money, doing something because it's what they like to do and what brings joy to their soul. And that's what I do. I teach people how to turn their ideas into assets.
That's dope. Heck yeah.
I love
I
it.
like that.
I
What about
love
you,
that.
Rachel? What's your vision? What's your what you're building?
Yeah.
What's your vision for the community?
So I think even from a very young time in my life, like, you know, my parents raised me in the way I grew up was that community is super important and people are super important. And I feel like we're losing that touch, that unique touch with people to people connection, right?
Yeah.
And so I really, really thrive in and get a lot of like energy from connecting with other people and like just helping bring that positive vibe to what they're doing, right? Like I love to shed light on things that other people are doing, like, hey, Dazz, so cool what Dazz does. Dazz is amazing. And like, how many people know that? Like, how many people know that, you know? And same thing with like you and with Soul to Summit. Like, I always think there's more of a human purpose behind the things that we're doing and the hustling that we're doing. And that's what I want to do. I want to bring that human piece to it and share it, right? Like celebrate it and share it.
I feel that. This AI making that hard. Oh my God.
It's making it easy, right?
No cap. It does make it easy because sometimes I'll be putting the video and I don't know what to say in like the post and I'll like, or the hashtags, I'll put it through the AI chat thing. And I'll be like, find me some nice hashtags for this.
Yeah.
And they'll get me right.
Man, I just built out a community app for a friend of mine that wanted to have a community for nothing but poets. So it's you know, it just depends on how you use it. It's how you use it.
Yeah, I have heard it
Yeah.
has helped people build companies too. So
It's helping
like,
us right now build
yeah.
our companies, build our come up. So.
Yeah, I've just recently, and this is in the last 2 weeks, so I built a logistics company that has the dashboard to where you can see the carriers, they can upload their information. It just takes them through the onboarding process. I have a decentralized Netflix that's been built, an app that's similar to DoorDash or, you know, Uber Eats, to where there are flyering gigs that are, you know, around the area that you can pick up and come to the event. You can come to the event on Foodie Fridays to pick up flyers, to be able to, you know, complete the assignments. I built a social media sharing app where, again, you get paid to share posts for other advertisers for the actual venue space that we have, to where you can book the space if you want it for yourself, or if you want it, because so there's like a pedicab advertising bike that gets drove around to different events, and it has a charging station on it so that people can see your advertisement. So you can set that process up directly through the site. I also built up, so I'm big at knowing the numbers, right? Everybody gets money. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's what we do with the money that matters. So I have an app called the 40 Pots app. So
40 pots?
Yeah, so the 40 Pots, I read this book. If you want to be successful about money and you have not read The Richest Man in Babylon, read it. So the 40 Pots is my pay yourself first formula that I developed off from reading The Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah.
Any profits that I get, I didn't say money, I said profits. Any profits that I get, I put it in 4 pots: self savings, investments, and pay it forward.
Okay.
Also,
Self savings, investments, and pay it forward.
Yep, self savings, investments, and pay it forward. So I built an app that can track the allotments to those pots. It tracks my spending, so I do spending audits, because every time when we're tracking our money, most of the time we're just looking at our budget, the money we get and what our bills are, not that pack of bubble gum at the gas station, not that pack of wraps. We're not including that into the money coming in and coming out, and that's not good if you're going to be a good steward of your money. So this app allows you to track that. I'm a trader as well. I trade crypto. I do DeFi, farming, different things like that. So I built an app that tracks all of those things that you can import your trades. You can import your dollar cost averaging, your debits and credits, and your goals for the 40 pots. I teach about something called the 40 pots wish list.
Okay.
Because lottery winners, they don't have a plan for their money. A lot of times, all the time, because like there's like really no stories of people having their money after 5 years of winning the lottery.
The lottery, yeah.
But it's a forethought thing, having a forethought for your funds. So from $100 to $1,000, you write down, if I had $100 for myself, if I had $200 in savings, if I had $300 for investment, from 100 all the way to 1,000, but you have this already identified as you're continuously paying yourself first. Because that's my number one rule is if I spend any money, I'm going to at least buy $5 worth of an asset, whether it's gold, whether it's crypto, whether it's a dividend stock. If I'm out here spending money, I can at least invest $5. That's the thing. And so I teach my students, pay yourself first in assets. Not just because at first I didn't understand. When I say pay yourself first, I didn't understand it. People thought, I'm going to treat myself to some shoes or a night out. Like, no. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Wow. Pay yourself first in assets. But I built that like all in the last 2 weeks. So that with AI. So I need to say all that AI helped me build to help create solutions. So we need to stop being afraid of it and learn how to utilize it, how to drive it. If you can drive it, it can help. Even on the music side, like because I deal in cryptocurrency and NFTs, being able to translate that to artists. First of all, when it comes to cryptocurrency in that space, only 5% of the world even, transacts, in that space. So when you're bringing that to an artist and showing them how to go direct to consumer and cut out all middlemen, it can be that learning curve. So because of AI now, I'm saying I'm pretty good with a pen. I'm not the performing type, but I'm pretty good with a pen. And now I'm able to put out the music that I want to hear and stream it to my radio station because of the help of AI without having to sign anybody. Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's just, we got to learn how to use it for our good. Don't be afraid of it. Don't get took under by it because the jobs are getting took by AI. You have to be able to create something of a solution coming up for yourself, or you're just going to be in the poorhouse. And that's what the middle class boom is. Do
you have AI classes as well?
I do. I teach a class tomorrow. I have classes 4 days a week, Sunday through Thursday. Like I said, that's part of, like I said, the Medicaid program, or you can directly, so you can either go to thewinnerstribetnetwork.com. And you can, if you have Medicaid, it'll cover everything that I'm talking about. Yeah. And if not, you can just go to thewealthconglomerate.com and you can grab a membership, either a monthly or weekly membership, and still get access. And I have a totally free membership that is the Winners Tribe app, www.thewinnerstribe.com. And I have some AI stuff in there. It's not as deep in hand holding as getting to work with me. But yes, everything I talk about, I have a video on, I teach. If you go to the Business DIY Club on YouTube, there's over 84 classes that I've taught on there that's just available free to the public. I've been teaching for almost a decade now. I have quite an arsenal of different things. I'll show you something else that I have.
That's cool.
We will have Dazz on again multiple times, probably just so we can cover all the cool stuff that she does.
That's cool.
I have like my little book.
That's your book?
Yeah.
Finance 101.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Let me see.
So I have different curriculums of the different things.
Look at that.
That I teach as well. So
moon cycle.
Try to make sure that the tools and resources, like I said, exposure is everything. You don't know what you don't know. And I didn't learn all this for myself. I don't know who I've learned it for. So I just got to share it. And hopefully it sticks to whoever it's meant for. It'll find whoever it's meant for.
Well,
that's cool.
It already has, right? Like it does all the time, every day.
You said a community leader. You were for real. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Doing all this, is it easy to keep yourself centered?
No. But they said, like, when you step into this part of the game, there is no balance. So I have to just know that. I do have to make sure, like, I do take, like, mental health days and stuff like that. Take time to rest, because I can overstimulate my own self and go overboard and start doing way too much, and then my energy's too dispersed. So I can get caught up in my own shenanigans, and I get real manic sometimes. But you got to know yourself. And I'm a trader, so when you trade, it teaches you about yourself, how to read yourself, like you read the charts and you read the market, because it's all playing into your own psychology. You got to play mind games with Debo, but in order to play the mind games, you got to know the game.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to get into trading. You know how difficult it has been learning how to like actually.
She
Oh my God.
She does not know how.
I'm gonna have to tap in
strategies on
because
Tuesdays.
I'm gonna have to
Tuesdays is
tap
trading
in
and chart
'cause
strategies class.
it's been an adventure. I'm not gonna lie. I've been studying more crypto and everything like
Yeah, I've been in the space since the end of 2016. So definitely have a lot of resources.
I had a homie. He was like, "Yeah, he put me on," and then after that, we just stopped talking.
Oh yeah, no. See, it's not even just me. Like how Miss Rachel was saying, it's a community. It's a community. It's not just. It's definitely not me. There's hundreds of people like me in the community. Literally hundreds of people like me in the community that trade, that have different skills. Like that's like in this journey, I met some of the most awesomest people. That's why I love it. Like Miss Rachel said, you gotta like. Who knows, right?
You'll never know who's in your city
who
until,
knows,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I love talking to people. I love meeting people because people are amazing. It's just a lot of times they don't want to toot their own horns, and they should because we're not meant to be just robots and just go to work and pay bills. We're meant to experience life, to live life, and to be a light in life. You know?
Absolutely, I love that.
Yeah.
Ow!
Live
I love
life,
that.
experience life, and be a light in life. That's cool. You should put that on one. You should make that like a slogan.
I will because I make my own clothes too.
I
make my own clothes too. I do teach that. I teach branding and stuff. But yeah, I do have my own shoes too.
Do you go to somebody with those? Because I've been making my own shirts with the new effort every day, but.
Yeah,
I have to.
I have different fulfillment that I use, and in the app that I told you, www.thewinnerstribe.com. If they're in the courses section, you'll see it's called Dropshipping Made Easy, Simple, and Profitable. But I teach about all the people that I use for fulfillment for my custom merch.
Because
this is dropshipping.
I've been making my own, but I got to reach out to somebody to make it because I ain't got enough time to do that no more.
Work smarter, not harder,
Yeah,
right? That's what I also love.
I ain't got enough.
Yeah.
I would say hard work is a setup. That's a lie. That is a myth. We're not meant to work hard at all. And if you find yourself working hard, you need to stop and pivot and reflect because something is not right. And that's just real. Like that is the myth of it all. That's the greatest trick they ever pulled. That you got to work hard. No, you got to work smart and be strategic. And that's the way that we're gonna get results.
That's it. But. That's cool though. I'm not gonna lie. From the trading and stuff, do you do like stocks and stuff too? Mm-hmm. That's dope.
I don't have that book, but we do have a dividend stock curriculum as well. So, like I said, everything I teach, I try to have a structure, a resource.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio. Yeah.
You got that Scorpio. You got that Scorpio energy. I ain't gonna cut. Y'all both got that Scorpio energy. Like you really know who you're comfortable with who you are and in your body and your spirit. So you just
got that deep well. Yeah. That's what we got. We got that deep well. We pulled from the deep well.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Which I don't see. I think people don't like Scorpions Scorpios just because they know who they are and they know bullshit not to take. And then they get mad at people for feeding that bullshit, and then they get that bullshit thrown back at them.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like we don't necessarily always play by the rules, right?
Oh,
we
no.
play by our own rules.
Oh, yeah.
Like what my set of values and morals and everything is mine. You know, it may not be yours, which that's okay. But yeah, that makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's definitely. Yeah.
So I get the same. I'm a Gemini, so I get the same thing. They'll be like, "Oh, you just like you like to reflect on how I'm acting on me." I'm like, yeah, I'm at your energy. Like, what? Like, if you being an asshole, I'm being an asshole too. Like, if we lit, let's get lit. You know? So yeah, I feel that though. I feel that. Yeah. All right, one more time. Can I get you the shout out? I think it's this camera. You're on this camera?
Okay.
This camera? Yeah. Nah. You're on this camera right here. Oh. Shout out who you are, where we can find you. Just a little promo.
Okay, so my name is Dazzle Daniels, Hood Nerd Extraordinaire. I'm a serial entrepreneur, success strategist, and digital asset investor. If you want to find out what I do, you can go to whatdazzdo.club. It's Dazzle Daniels on YouTube. And if you want to get involved in the classes, you can go to thewealthconglomerate.com. You can go to the Winners Tribe. You have to put that in there, www.thewinnerstribe.com if you want to get the app. It's the Winners Tribe Network if you want to sign up for the Medicaid classes. And if you want to enjoy an enhanced elevated experience, then it's enhancedelevatedexperiences.com. And y'all see how I was able to just say all that? That's why you need to have a website, because you can just give them the website. Just give them the website. You don't gotta look for my Insta on that. Just go to the website.
Go to the website. You'll find everything.
Everything in
Everything. You too, Rachel. Go ahead. Show out who you are.
So,
Where you
yeah,
are.
I'm Rachel Caldwell. We're from
Go
Soul to
ahead.
Summit. We want to elevate your culinary experiences, but we also want to elevate your soul and your community experiences. So that's why we do this. That's why we're
The
doing it.
best team
Yes.
in town,
Yes.
and make your taste buds just feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Like, it is food that feeds your soul.
And
like,
the food
no
is
cap.
fire. Oh my
And their
gosh.
food's always at Enhanced Elevated Experiences. 'Cause
Always.
We're not
Yes.
going nowhere else.
That's right. In fact, we're there tonight. So, reach out to Daz or myself if you guys want to join us tonight for the Trip and Strip. And we'd love to have you.
Now, hold on. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna just make a second clip. All right. This is the Coffee First podcast. Have a nice day.
Put your head